What is up, everybody? Blue Dog 35 here. I am gonna be doing another scoreboard challenge. If you have something that you'd like to challenge me to, then feel free to leave it in the comments or send me a message or something. Um, but other than that, I'm just gonna kind of make them up as I go. So what we're gonna do is I have something kicking around in my head. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to rivals. Let's do, because we did D class with the van last time. Let's do C this time, and let's do a different track so it's not just you know the whatever that other one is. Uh, yeah, Lime Rock. So it's not just Lime Rock all the time. I'm thinking like Watkins Glen or something because I really do like that track. Either Watkins Glen or Road America or something. Um, Both of those tracks are kind of power tracks, so we're gonna need something with a lot of oomph. I mean, I could always go Top Gear. Sorry for the background noise. That's my roommate doing some stuff. But yeah, whatever. Go yourself. He evidently heard me, so he heard me complaining about him. So whatever. Um, Doug, pick a track for me. Should I do Top Gear? Should I do uh, Watkins Glen? Okay. All right. So we're gonna do Watkins Glen here, and I'm gonna do the NASCAR circuit. So I guess my time to beat is gonna be Mike's. But once again, I'm gonna shoot for a top 200. Um, let's look at the leaderboards. And the Hondas and all these cars seem to be the scoreboard cars. The 97 Civic I see more than anything. We got excuse me, we got a 190E, which is kind of my dark horse car. I like, a Charger Daytona, that's pretty cool. Um, but I'd be willing to bet that all these Civics up here, they all have the S2000 engine. So let's look and see what's kicking around. There's an SRT4, an Integra. There's my first, or the first 22B I've seen. That's probably what I would go for personally, if I was picking. Volvo S60. That's the old school Volvo that's in this. I think I'm really bad. Sorry, Mike, if I got that wrong. We got the Country Squire, Jeep Wagoneer. That's, believe it or not, that's actually what I was gonna pick. So we have a Jeep Wagoneer at 151. Pokemon Mew. So actually, that's gonna be what I want to beat. I want to beat that Wagoneer right there with a Wagoneer. So it'll be my tune versus his. And yeah, because that in all seriousness, it was either gonna be the Wagoneer, or I was gonna pick the old Civic, like the '80s Civic. But that that appears that it would be easy because the abundance of Hondas on this list. So that was the first Wagoneer that I saw. There's a Lancia 037. That's cool. So I'm gonna go for the Wagoneer. So let's go back to 151 here. And our time to beat is 125.818. So 125.818. I'm just gonna write that down real quick. 125. Oh, that's the wrong format. 25.818. Alright, so that's the time to beat. And that's on the Watkins Glen Short, which is the NASCAR track. Pardon me, once again, I am tired. I'm always tired. That's like my default state. As usual, I'm just going to go ahead and buy the car new, so I can't really, it doesn't really matter, even though I have one of these already. But I mean, I have some decent money in this game, so I'm not really all that worried about it. There's not really any super duper creative things, because these are all just like, you can't take the wood paneling off it and all that stuff, so we're just gonna stick with, let's do, it's just gonna change to black anyway, so let's keep it black. $12,000, that's not bad. So this is gonna be the building and the base tune. And then we'll have a part 2, which is the tuning, and then we'll have, depending on how long that takes, we'll have a part 3, or we'll do, whatever. So, that's basically, the format that I'm going to take. We'll take a quick walk around this in Forza Vista. We can't really open the hood, which kind of sucks. I'd like to see the engine. It's just an AMC V8, which, I mean, isn't anything super special. The rear window goes down vertically, which is cool. Let's see, I forget. Is this? Yeah, it's an automatic. So that means it's probably going to be a 3-speed. They did make these in 4-speed, which is pretty badass. I've seen a couple of them. It's got the electric seats, which is neat. This is a 90. It's a 1990, which is this is definitely screams the 1970s. I really do like these things, though. I'd like to get like a J10 or something, which is like the pickup truck variant of this. But hey, you win a few, you lose a lot. So I am gonna tune this up to Class C. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put a different engine in it or not. But we are going to go with a front spoiler and a rear spoiler. Just one of those kind of, whatever. It gets rid of the roof rack, but I'm not all that worried about it. Lose a little bit of practicality. Maybe we can lose some weight if we take the bumper off. What's that do? 481, 476. So, yeah, we lose like 81.6 for 5 pounds. That's not bad. I can't math at all, so my math skills are terrible. So we're going to do the race brakes. We got to do the race suspension, because we got to be able to adjust a little bit. I think I'm going to do something different with this one. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to tune anything at all. I am going to... Yeah, because we're tuning it up a class more, we'll go ahead and do the full weight reduction. Let's see what the rigidity does. 198 pounds. Nah, screw it, why not? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to mod it up to C class, and then I think in this video I'm just gonna do up like a control. So I'm gonna go to the track that I want to set the time at. Excuse me once again. And then I'm going to set a lap time, and then I'm gonna tune it and see what that does. Yeah, we got 265 front and back, 265 millimeters for those who don't know what that is. And then 265 millimeters for you people that don't do, whatever. Actually, let's use my Apple phone. How many inches is 265 millimeters?
That would be 10.43 inches.
So 10.43 inches, just under 10.5 inches wide, which is pretty damn wide for a tire. My the tires on most, like economy cars nowadays are only about 6 or 7 inches wide, ladies. So we're gonna do, yeah, let's do racing tires because why not? We already got all that. Let's do racing transmission because the gear ratios in the dog box are gonna be kind of shitty. Um, Dogomatic. Uh, Switching to a carbon fiber drive shaft gives us 30 pounds, which is pretty cool. And then let's see what we have for options. I'm going to keep it all-wheel drive. Actually, you know what? Does it lose weight? It does. It's got 144 pounds, but it's got a V8. I mean, 144 horsepower. It's got a V8, so it's, of course, early 90s emissions regulations and stuff. So we go from 3,500 pounds to 3,300 pounds, which is, that's actually a really good trade-off. But, I really like the grip that the all-wheel drive has off of the corners. So I think I'm just going to tune that into, yeah, so let's see. We have a Chevy V8 that we can put in it, 5.7 liter, which is actually the same engine that's in our, in the van that I did. And then we got, well, this puts up to an A-class, but a 7-liter V8. But it's a Hemi, so that's sticking with the Mopar. I can't even do this because it bumps it up to a B class. So we got to keep the stock engine. So let's throw a supercharger on it because I love the supercharger whine. That sound is wonderful. And then we'll put an exhaust on it. We'll see what that does. That usually gets rid of a lot of weight. Actually gets rid of more than 100 pounds, which is pretty damn cool. I would gladly, give up 100 pounds and gain 10 horsepower, even though it's not all that much. Let's see what it makes it lighter, and it adds 32 horsepower. Let's look at the torque curve. It's got a lot of torque. Holy crap, it's got a lot of torque. That's the benefits of supercharging. A lot of torque almost right away, which is kick-ass. It's almost like a diesel. That's friggin' crazy. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. And then my next step is to go with displacement. Actually, no. Let's see what cams does. So we can do cams, and we can raise the red line about... we can bring the red line up to about 6K. That does mess with the torque curve a little. Doesn't do anything to the horsepower. But the torque drops off less. It just comes in later, but I don't think we're gonna spend much time shifting. So let's go ahead and do the cams, 27 horsepower, and then we'll do the valves to match it, and that works pretty well. We'll go for displacement. Yeah, that works. And then we'll do... Usually this gains a little bit of weight, but adds some decent power. So let's see. 492, 532. So that's 40 pounds for 5 horsepower. That's not worth it to me. Let's see what this does. 90. For 10 horsepower, we're gaining almost 80 pounds, so that's not worth it either. So I'm just going to go ahead and say, let's try 1 click of pistons. Yeah, 1 click of pistons. And then we'll do We may have to do one of these guys here, yeah. So 1 horsepower and 8 pounds. So, nah, it's not really worth it, but it brings it up to a round figure. So I am not going to touch the tuning on this. We're just going to go straight into a test drive. And we're going to see what happens. So, we'll go to Watkins Glen and the Short Circuit, which is an awesome movie. 1986, I believe. So we are going for a top 150 time because there is a Jeep Wagoneer, same vehicle we have. Let me just pull up my time to beat again. We got 125.818. So we'll do a few laps here, and we'll see how close we can get to that. And we'll figure out what this truck likes to do for, handling wise. We'll see where it needs improvement. So I think that's where I'm gonna make a switch for my challenge videos. I think I'm gonna do like a control run, and then we'll do the tuning in a separate video, and then we'll do the actual, trying for the goal in the final video. And hopefully, when the schedule comes out, or when I decide to upload all these, I'll do it in like a formatted, way. I'll release all 3 of them, on the same day, or something like that, or one a day, or I don't know, something like that. So under braking, it likes to be a little tail happy. So our time to beat is 125.818. I still have ABS off. I'm doing all the same, or I have all the same settings as last time. I like to run with the braking line on, just because it helps. Depth perception on these games isn't super brilliant. I'm sure if it was in 3D it would be better, but I don't have the crazy money to do the whole 3D thing. And I don't even think that they have these, available in 3D, or this game. So, We'll see how we're doing. We're 13 seconds better than the last lap. I mean, this is a fairly solid tune just out of the box. I know as I drifted around the corner, or power slide, if you really would like to get technical. But, no, this thing, it likes to sit. It sits really nice in the corner. But, I think once we dial a little more grip into it, then, I think that extra 5 seconds that we need to pick up will be a walk in the park. So I just did 130.646, and that's with a bass tune. I honestly think if I can get a slightly cleaner lap, then, and not have it sideways through the second to last corner, then I think I can knock that down to 129, and we can beat that Wagoneer. And I lost it there, so we're gonna have a dirty lap here. But yeah, so the potential is definitely there, and that's without swapping it to two-wheel drive. which is awesome. So I'm thinking what I'll do is, off camera, because it's gonna take a little bit. I'll just throw a bass tune in it and tweak it, and then we'll do. Actually, you know what? I'll record it. Screw it. Some people are gonna be interested in it. So yeah, if you are the kind that likes all the nuts and bolts type of stuff, then the next video will be right up your alley. It'll be very similar to my tuning video for when I did the van. So if that's what you like and you like all the technical talk, then that's going to be the video for you. So we'll finish this lap out, and if it gets dirty, then I'll just end it. But hopefully I will be able to, because this is a clean lap so far. I do have a wheel for this game, or that works on the Xbox One. It's in the garage. So I hope to someday soon get a wheel set up for this. Get like a chassis or something that I can use. It's not anything extravagant. The wheel, it was like $100 at GameStop, like friggin' a year and a half ago when I bought it, and I used it like twice. I was gonna do a review on it and sell it back, but life caught up and I wasn't able to do much. So I did mess up that corner, but it still got through faster, even though it said perfect turn. I still got through faster than I would have if I drifted it. So let's see where we are for this one. Just keep it in 4th gear. 28, 29. Yep, we got a 129.213. So my best lap is 129.213. That's with the bass tune. That's with not touching a thing. So I'm pretty confident that I can knock, let's see, 125.818. So I really only need to knock off 26, 27, 28. I really only need to knock let's call it 3.4. Let's call it 3.5 seconds I need to knock off that time. And with a tune, that's completely doable. So we're gonna try that. And yeah, so that is the conclusion of this video here. I appreciate the viewership, and if you have a challenge for me or an idea for a challenge, I would be more than happy to do it. Just let me know, and say hi and all that stuff in the comments. And yeah, all the information you need is in the description. And thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.